Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your reading as I adjust the camera. And I pulled for you the Three of Staffs. This is describing a way that you are thinking about the way you want to set up a new project, a new enterprise, a new effort. This can be a course that you're teaching, a communication that you're responsible for to others, a way that you're sharing information, a way that you may be planning some travel. You are looking at the greater landscape. You're moving away from what's familiar and looking out into or towards new communities, new locations, new sites of learning and information that you may not have considered before in the past. For the kind of information you're desiring, there's something about intentional communities that has your interest, has you piqued regarding ways that you can organize your relationships and your efforts around like-minded individuals or groups of individuals who share your goals. And this is part of how you're wanting to distribute the information that you have that you feel is somewhat specialized. This is a general reading, Sagittarius. It's not going to be relevant for all of you. If you're interested in the personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. In your present, the Lord of Jades or the King of Pentacles is describing your focus on stability and security. You want very much to be comfortable. You are comfortable, but you're not satisfied with the level of mastery that you are desiring to express in the world. You understand that what you know, as expert as it may be, can be amplified. You can grow through like-minded communities, conversations, discourse, settings in which you are able to share information with others who have your level of knowledge, your level of skill and expertise. This is to the end of stabilizing your environment, becoming more comfortable, finding places to contribute that can be helped or aided, assisted by what it is you know or the skills that you have to offer. And in the past, the Tower card. This is describing something working out not in the way that you had imagined or intended. There may have been a sudden shock, a recent shock to you. This may be concerning a family member, a friend, a partner, someone who was you were once intimate with that is now not a feature of your domestic environment in some way. Some experience or difficulty, disruption that has caused you a real jolt to your emotional state. What you believed things were working out in one way actually are working out in a very different way. There's an unexpected conclusion to something, of something long-standing, something that you may have abandoned a while ago, but that is surprising you with the depth of your response, the depth of your reaction, and how much it has caused you to rethink a long-standing behavior, experience, or relationship. In the future, the Hierophant, or this is the Hermit, I'm sorry. The Hermit is definitely the place where you are feeling increasingly comfortable these days, Sagittarius. For such a social, outgoing, playful sign, this is surprising to others. You receive invitations and you do join in because you understand that this is part of receiving your intention by accepting invitations from those that are aligned similarly to you, that want to have the kind of impact that you would like to have. And so you're aware that your contacts are purposeful in terms of putting you in that discourse that you so desire, that will help to amplify your skills or knowledge. However, you find your greatest soothing energy in silence. In silence, you are able to absorb the myriad changes you've experienced, the myriad changes that you have made in your life. Some of them are at a different level of consciousness, so you have actually dipped into your subconscious in ways that are prompting more profound changes in your sense of who you are, your sense of the resources that you have at your command, your sense of success in the world. And this is something that you hold close to you. The sacred space is something you honor and treasure as being at your fingertips in a way that it is much needed and you now recognize has been a part of your life for a very long time. So you stand in the authority of who you are and your right to be so. If this reading is resonating for you, Sagittarius, please like this video. Please share this with others if you're so moved. And please, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Thank you to all of you that help me to continue to publish free readings. And you've pulled the growth card. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So this is interesting to me with the idea of expertise, mastery of skill, and the Hermit card, standing in your own authority, understanding that no matter how much you know, how experienced you are, that there is a desperate desire to grow that. Growing that is part of establishing what I'm hearing as intentional communities. And this is the area where you see yourself contributing to a better world, a different consciousness about what constitutes abundance, growth, prosperity in the world, and your desire to help others, but also to evolve personally into your mission, to be better able to fulfill your vision. In the present, the King of Pentacles or the Lord of Jades is clarified by the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. I think because you are evaluating your level of expertise and your resources, the foundation you've created for yourself. This can be a savings, this can be a comfortable home, this can be your physical level of comfort and sense of place in the world, that you are cautious moving forward. You're cautiously assessing your sense of mastery because this to you is somewhat unobtainable. You don't see yourself, and this is perhaps unique to Sagittarians in general, the perpetual students, the always questing adventurer, to see yourself as an expert at the top of your game or knowledge pool is something that you resist. However, you deal with that by recognizing that what you know is simply the basis or foundation for what you want to build. And you're doing that through connecting with former passions in the form of relationships, experiences, or talents that you have expressed in the past. You have enjoyed without judgment. It is that sense of soul bonding that you are reconnecting with. And this can be something that you experienced as a young person or through your family of origin, most likely before you became verbal or illiterate. but it is something you're returning to, the sense of being in control of your life, your world, or the world in some way. In the past, the Tower card's clarified by the Page of Wands and the Moon card. I like this because this is really describing this ability to do the underground work that has laid the foundation for this sense of stability that you're experiencing now. And then that is about recognizing all the support and all of the recognition that you've always had, despite appearances to the contrary. So your willingness to confront difficult behaviors or attitudes, patterns that you recognize restricted you is what has led to this sense of entire worlds of support, connection, contact, uh, guides, and guidance that you had formerly not been in touch with in a conscious way. And this is actually stripping you of the sense of limitation. In many ways, the energy of the Tower, kind of burning the thing down, is you emerging from the ashes like a phoenix, but rather than a dramatic dragon-like bird, you're emerging as an innocent small creature that is new, that is fresh, that sees the world and is willing to grow into new levels of awareness, understanding, and abundance. In the past, the Hermit card is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Justice card. Here you are finally understanding what is fair, what you've earned, who you are, and what is owed to you. This comes in the form of self-responsibility. And for another fire sign, the idea that once you see your path, once you acknowledge your privilege, your gifts, your talents, once you experience that liberation, that freedom, comes a concomitant experience of responsibility to self, of honoring and respecting your dreams, your potential. That is being accountable to you. And this is a much deeper level of justice, fairness, equality, putting you in a place not only to claim what is yours, to state what you desire, but to advocate for those in a similar position in a way that shapes and frames your desire for intentional community. The Queen of Pentacles is really emphasizing the value you put on the work done, and that the work is an expression of love. It's an expression of self-love. This again emphasizes the sense of self-responsibility. Now that you know what your path and mission are, you see the work that you've done, you are accountable to you and to your dreams. And this makes the circle of, well, I won't say that, but this makes the expression of love circular so that work becomes devotion, duty, avocation. This is an effort of love, a labor of love. And in that way, you automatically make room to receive the love back through the work, through the allies that you are supporting and supported by. I'm going to finish off this reading with a crystal oracle, and I haven't done this in a while. I pulled the Celestite. I will show you this lovely card. Tune into your serenity is the mantra. Who needs it? anyone brazenly ignoring the consistent inner voice that actually has some good ideas for how you might better handle this whole life thing. When to use it, when it's time to stop and really listen, when Celestite as a guide, you might be surprised what you hear. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.